Welcome everyone to today's live stream. More Mechanica. Happy Saturday to you all. Hey, it's Bots, Tholly T Holly, Felonious. Thank you all for joining in already. And anybody else, say hi in the chat. You don't have to be quiet. So yeah, we're back Mechanica because I am still just totally digging this game. And I mean, it's just I just can't get enough of it right now. The last time I was racking my brain with one thing, and late that night I tried it again. I got it fixed, but you can see I've done some additional stuff here. I have changed some things around. I have nice big signs showing the number of items over at the wall. Daytime, brand new morning. My production is starting up again. He's just carrying stuff over there. Got that going over there. I have not actually hooked most of this up. It's just for decoration right now, but we're going to get some of it hooked up today, get some programming done. I added a nice little touch here for the exhaust port that's over there, the little flamethrower. So if it runs out of fuel, this turns red. It says the exhaust port is blocked. I thought that would be a nice little touch. So we're going to do a lot of looking at stuff today. I've been testing a lot of stuff for the production aspect. So I've got a goal of what I want to get done today with a production setup for the nearby deposits, and that's what we're going for. Hi Pierre, pro gamer, thanks for joining in, both of you. How to not get in trouble for being up another kid in school. Make sure it was self-defense first. How about that? Jennifer, my Friday was good when I got out of work. How about that? That was the big thing. My big work project ended this week, so I'm glad it's a weekend. So yeah. All right, so let's start with a couple of things here. For one, you know, I do have these, and you see it's tracking items produced, which is nice. This is the high volume one for there. It's going to be the main one. I'm not sure what I'm doing on this one yet, and I have not hooked up the backup powder or anything, but this is going to be production on and off. So if it's on, solar power, it will run, and then backup power, it will trigger only if that's really on. And the 10 fuel in stock is part of what I did last time. It has to do with this right here, tracking how much fuel is in the fuel storage box. And that's that. And then for production storage, I did a neat little thing over here. Because I got so much room up here, I set up a storage wall temporarily, and these are tracking the total amount in each box. It doesn't flow between them, so you can't put in here and it filters down, unfortunately, right now, but it does this, and it just updates them every hour, so it's not a constant thing. It's just so I can see how much I have of certain things. And that's pretty much what I have been kind of messing with. But the big thing was last time this. I could not get this working last time, and late Saturday night, like very late, I said I'm going to try one more time before I give up and go to sleep, and I got it working. So this is the most complicated thing I'm about to show you today, probably. Hi, Baseball is Life. Thanks for joining. This is Mechanica. It's a robot survival game where you're a robot. You survive against other robots. And basically, you can program stuff with a visual drag and drop type programming. And I'll give you a good example here. So last time, what we did, I already had this done. We have the buddy drop-off point and the number input tied in, but the number input doesn't matter here. What this does is when an item goes into here, it triggers turning the oil jack on. So it takes the empty vessel put in, it fills it up. Once a barrel of oil produced, turn off. So no power wasted. Not that that really matters, but it's a good way to keep it going on and off. The real magic happens here. With this very complicated system. So while this is the technical starting point, this is where I started building. So the trick was, besides separating it out with that part just to clean it up a bit, I needed a way for when the buddy bot puts something in, he's got to be able to go drop. Oh, we got an attack going. And it's a big guy too. Come on. Oh, we got little guys. Yep, we got a nice attack going. Perfect. Big guy's down. You see just how much I'm getting off of him. That one just got launched over there. Yeah, vacuums don't work quite fluidly at times. But it's still better than nothing. So all that. Nice quick attack. Done. You see how many circuit boards I have? I've got too many circuit boards. I'm actually going to need an incinerator now. For this. No, it's not free. It's $20, I think, right now. Or at least it was at one point. Kid slapped you, so you punched him in the chest. I mean, if he slapped you and you punched him in the chest, I guess will also depend on who claims who hit first. And the fact that you probably hit harder might be a case of, you know, it might be harder for them to believe that you did it. But, you know, it all depends. I mean, some cases, schools, they don't care. If you defended yourself, you're just as guilty, which is kind of the wrong approach. All right, so to simplify this as much as possible, BuddyBot picks up an empty container, drops into the drop-off point, and stops. That's all he does for that part. There is no connection from the drop-off being complete. That way, he's not constantly looping. The drop-off point triggers the production of the oil. Once the oil's produced, that's all I'm worried about up to that point. Now, here's the catch. Last time, the oil doesn't go very far. If you put in the second one, it's going to push it out, but the first barrel will get stuck. So I put in a drop-off point. The oil comes out, and that basically serves as a chute to push it forward. Also as an extra drop-off point, but mainly it was to propel the oil over here. So that's the reason why that's mainly in there. But basically, this goes through, and when a barrel of oil is produced, it starts at 0 and adds 1 to it, creating a new number, sets that to the number so it becomes 1. And then if the number is greater than or equal to 2, which 1 is not, then on false, because it's 1, it runs again. And that's where it tells the BuddyBot to pick up another empty barrel, put it in, and then it runs that. So that's basically its own little thing to set right there just for the whole getting the barrels in, getting the oil produced, and then the count to figure out how much it is. If you wanted to do nothing more, you could just set that kind of loop going, and it would track how many barrels get produced and just, you know, for a day or something. But what it does is when it's true that it's 2 or greater, it sets the new number back to 0, so we reset the sequence, and at that point, the BuddyBot is told to pick up an item from the other storage box, which has the steel ingots, takes it to the second drop-off point here. So he comes here, grabs 1 steel ingot, goes here, drops it off. It's because you need that for the production of a gas can, a fuel can. And at that point, when he drops it off, it triggers production of fuel through the refinery. Once the refinery is done, it stops automatically. But that's good if you want a constant flow. It's going to keep producing. It'll never stop. You'll end up running out of room. Things will pile up. You'll have this big mound of fuel cans, and it's a mess. So to fix that part, I have this on an item going in through the input of the box, meaning it has to be dropped in. I can't open the inventory screen up and drop it over. It has to go in through the input slot. But when it does that, it triggers it to say how much space is left. And each fuel can takes up 1 slot. So if there's less than 1, meaning 0 is the only option there, it turns off. The BuddyBot turns the whole sequence off. If there's more than 1 slot available, it tells it to start again. Just basically kicks the sequence off again the exact same way. Now, at that point, everything's automated where you'll cut off, but I'd have to come back and turn it back on. So to fix that I tied it to the clock. So on a new day at 6 a.m., it triggers and says, is the BuddyBot on? If he's on, ignore everything. There's nothing. Yes, it's on. Just keep going, whatever. If the BuddyBot's turned off, it checks, turns him on, it signals this again, and if there is still no room, he turns right back off. So he's on for like a second, turns off, done. But basically, if I empty more than one spot here, he'll turn on the next day at 6 a.m., go until it's full, and then stop again. So it took a lot. It was a lot of stepping and testing through bit by bit, but I finally got it working. So this automates my fuel production as long as I put supplies in each of these. That's it. That's all I've got to do is keep those stocked, and it will automate my fuel production. And I know that was a lot to go through. So if anybody wants, you know, I can post some of these screenshots up, like on the whole thing. I'll put it on the community tab, or I could post out on Twitter. But basically, it's certain segments for certain things, and then tying them all together. You didn't understand a single thing I just said. I said English. It's complex, but it's not as complex as it could be. There's a lot of basic programming stuff that's in here for like normal programming style, but it's not as complex as it could be. It could be a lot worse. And there's a lot of new programming tools out there that use this same approach that have become quite popular for actual real world use. So it's trial and error, and you know, really getting into it. And I know certain programming concepts, so it's easier for me. But let's go to this next part, because I have another buddy here that ties in with this whole thing. So maybe this is a little easier for it. So what this one does is he picks up from the storage box, meaning not this one, that one. He goes there. He comes back and places into the other storage box right here. So he picks it up, he drops it off. At that point, it goes here. And it's checking, not a number of times, it's checking to see how many slots are free in the cargo box. So if the cargo box has less than 2 or is equal to 2, then it turns the buddy bot off, basically leaving room for me to have, if I want to put some in myself. If it's got more than 2 spaces available in the box, it just tells him to pick up another item and keeps going until it has enough in here. You see, I've got more than 2. So if I told him to start, he would go until I got it back up to 2, which is what I might do in a second. So this ties to how much fuel is in stock, and basically this button, which it doesn't show here, shows on the buddy bot. If I hit that button, it triggers him turning on, and then it goes through and checks to see how many spots are available, so I can't accidentally make it overflow. So I've got 10 in stock, and this will turn red if it hits 6 or less. Basically, if it is at least 6 spots in there with fuel, it shows green and whatever count it is, and then if it's less than that, it'll go red. But we're going to hit the button, and we're going to see he is on his way. And yeah, he's on a battery, so that's another reason why he cuts off if it the box fills up. I don't want him to just drain his battery sitting there. So he comes here. He says, hey, I'm going to pick up fuel from here. And he takes it from there, and he goes back, dumps it in, keeps going until there's only 2 spaces left. So basically, I don't even have to go over here and grab fuel to take it back over there. He's going to do the restocking for me. You do real programming? Twitter, I'm just MrSpicyGaming. How to automate refueling the machines? Unfortunately, there is no option for automating refueling right now that I can find. There's nothing I can find to have the buddy bots actually dump fuel in to these. I'm hoping that will be a add-on that comes in later, because I would like to have that. If I do that, I'm gonna have a buddy bot that just rotates refilling the machines every day, and that's it. But he's going back, he's got more fuel, and basically at 6 a.m. the next day, this will automatically turn him on, start the sequence over, and he's gonna come here, start grabbing them, and go through. but we won't wait for the next day. Well, let's see what time it is. Okay, we got time. So after this one, I'm just going to go ahead and turn him on. So we're going to let this one go. And just maybe watching it will make it a little easier to see the sequence to it. So I'm going to go, not him. I'm doing it all through the counter. You can split these up, but I find it easier when you have everything pretty much in one panel. So I'm going to go ahead and run that. So basically, there's enough room in there. He turns him on. He says, I got to pick this up. I'm going to drop that off. Tells this to start pumping oil. And again, he is only sitting there now, not doing anything until something else tells him what to do, which is tied around the number counter. So it pumps the oil, fills the barrel, that shoots it out further so it gets over here. At this point, he's been told, get another barrel. And it's showing the number 1 there. So it counted, there's 1 barrel made. When 2 is made, it's going to reset the count, and it's going to trigger him to pick up the next item, which hopefully we should be able to do before time's up. So he's going to be told, now, don't go here to this one, go here, because you need the bar, drop it off here, and at that point, this is triggered to produce fuel. It pops the fuel out into here. As you can see, it was very fast. And basically now he's picked it up. He's going to keep going until that's full. Once that's full, he'll stop. And once this is full again, he'll stop. And as far as power management on it, other than stopping him from going when there's no more room, it's solar power. It's all powered over here by this. So dusk, sunset, powers off. Next day picks up wherever it was. Ricoy, thanks for joining in. Yeah, the one buddy bot's on a wire, so he has constant power flow. And this one, just because they're so far for him to travel, and issues with wire, moving a certain way, he's on battery. One reason I don't want him running for very long. But you see, it's just going. It pops in the fuel, and it sets him going again. And yeah, it was one thing I basically stepped through bit by bit, testing each part, and finally got it done. Now, he will go all night until his battery's out. But yeah, this one, same thing. He's on a wire. He's got power. Sunset, he loses power. All he's doing is taking stuff from here, because I've got so much production going other places, and dropping it off here, which means I get this, and I just say, you know what, I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to go up here, and it's getting close to an hour. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to drop in there. I'm going to drop in here. And so it doesn't change until the hour mark. So just so it's not a constant trigger, just to make sure there's no performance issues from that, and the fact that I don't need it to be constantly updating. Every hour triggers says, what's the count for each of these, and they update. So they're 1400, 450. And my lights turn on because it's 6 o'clock. So yeah, there's a lot of automation you can do, but you've got to really dig into the programming setup for it and really get used to it. Goonies, yes, that was a big one for when I was growing up. Long before he was Samwise Gamgee. Yeah, Goonies is a childhood favorite of mine. Let's see, this is a big one again. Yep, we got another big guy. So for people who are like confused now on how some of the programming works and everything, you don't have to be super complicated. You can go simple on some things. I think that just launched a piece out. Oh, and I have noticed it's not happening. Well, you see it right now, but some reason my power is not distributing correctly anymore. Something's causing Even though I've got more than enough power for everything, I don't even have these hooked up now. The power is not flowing correctly with these, so it's acting like I don't have enough to power these unless I turn on the generator, and the generator is not producing enough to power them all. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, for those of you who are confused by the advanced programming stuff on this, on how that works, you can do simple stuff like the fact that I have this tripwire, and when they come across, yeah, there's a lot of connections, but the simplest part is when it comes across, it triggers these 3 traps together. Goes here, says wait 0.7 seconds, trigger the next set of traps, wait 0.7 seconds. So it just triggers in a sequence to try and catch more of them. And that's just every time one of these guys comes through and triggers those. And they're not working right now because I've got a switch that turns all of that off, which effectively turns off all of my defenses at the same time. So you can do super simple stuff in this. I mean, you don't have to be complicated. You can just turn something on and off. But there is the option to get quite involved with it, and that affords a lot of customization. And he should finish after this last one. We'll watch that. And then the other one will start up at daybreak and keep going. But you can build from different spots. I can program just from the bots here to trigger that the certain way. But again, I like it from a single window kind of style as much as possible to see everything intersecting and how it's going to interact. But you can do it different ways. So he should go pop it in, and he cuts off. So he's done. He says, I don't need to do anything else. And all battery slots are in use. So he's still good on power. And I have all of that. 21 fuel in stock because it hasn't updated yet. It'll update on the hour. It's not that big a deal again, you know. I can wait till it hits an hour marker and it updates correctly. But you see, 16 items from here and 65 items from here. Just straightforward. Can I start an OnlyFans for my guitar skills? No, I'm not going to do that. I played Don't Starve, but Don't Starve Together. I have not played those. They just don't... The visual style just doesn't appeal to me. You know, I look at it, I'm like, this doesn't make me want to play the game. You know, it may be one of the best base building survival games out there, but, you know, if it doesn't visually engage me, I still don't want to play it. Why haven't I filled the bot or filed the bot? I have never even tried PewDiePie's diss track. No. I have not tried that. I typically play more regular music than stuff like that. So, no, I have not tried that. And, oh, yeah, let me show you this. On-off switch, basically. So, yeah, there's a little bit of light from over there bleeding through, but I can turn my lights on and off for my nice little living area. Nice and relaxing. Come out here, and I did start getting some solar stuff up here. I'm not 100% sure yet how I want to arrange that, because I am going to split solar and how it ties into certain things, because if I have any connection between 2 points, battery power is going to bleed between stuff, and I want to be able to divide battery power between different production sets. And we'll come to those once it's daytime. 22 fuel. Yep, there we go. Rikoy, well, I'm glad I'm your go-to steamer. Yes, I am a guitar player. Used to do that quite a bit before the whole series of lockdowns started. Not so much since then. And I'm doing good. No attack coming. So, now, moving towards what I am wanting to work on today. We have 2 copper spots. Well, actually 3 copper spots. One kind of bleeding into that one and then that one. And then I have that one and that one for iron. So I have 2 big setups. And there's actually, it's right around there. You can kind of see the boulder. Big boulder. The biggest deposit I've seen yet. It's just all copper. And I've got 2 miners going there already set up for automation. So I'm not worried about that. That's a good spot for me to bring in extra supplies, like for this kind of thing. But I want to work on getting stuff from down there up to here. And so that's one thing I want to do. But it's also a case I have been testing stuff. So you see, I've got these lithium deposits, which 250 items per lithium deposit. And let me see what time it is. Okay, yeah, we're not there yet. So at midnight, as opposed to 6 a.m. being a new day for the other stuff, at midnight is a new day for these. These are going to regenerate by 5% of the total value. So as soon as that hits midnight, those will grow a little bit visually. In some cases, maybe not at that time. Just depends on the size of the actual visual look to it. But it will regenerate 5% of the total value every day. Like, every day. And that is, I've tried it on copper, I've tried it on iron, and on lithium. All of them do 5%. Now, of course, lithium, 250 items, 5% is 12.5. So it actually rounds down for that. So you get 12 per day. So we should see at midnight this grow from 221 to 233. And all the others are going to do the same thing. So, waiting a second. It'll be a moment. But yeah, 5% everyday regeneration rate. So, and a deposit for 800 items total is going to regenerate 40 items a day. Item deposit that is 1,200 items total is going to regenerate 60 items per day. So it gives you a set amount that you know you're going to recover every single day of how much you've consumed. And it's taking a little longer than I thought it would. I need a timer out here. Come on. I want to actually see it happen. Okay, there we go. 233. I was slightly impatient. So yeah, up 5% per day. I don't know if you'd be a good dictator. I don't think anybody would be a good dictator, because you shouldn't be a dictator. All right, so 5% per day on every deposit. So if, and what I want to do is kind of with these. Oh, he sees me. He sees me. I want to actually try to see if I can do a balancing act with these. And potentially the lithium ones. So I'm thinking of 2 approaches. And let's go over here and get these guys out of the way. Which I did bring my big robot crusher over, because I kept having them get stuck over here. And I got tired of having to shoot them. So I decided to break them with the crusher. It doesn't work great in other cases, but works fine for this. Oh, yeah, plenty of water going. So, for the lithium, I'm only going to get 12 items per day. That's not a lot regeneration. I mean, overall, it's a, the same amount, but if I can only harvest 12 lithium per day, that kind of puts a damper on my production. So, what I want to see if I can do, and I've already got one over here for this, is I want to try to set it up to time a count of, say, 36 items. So if this harvests 36 items, and at the end of that stops, then this one's told to the next day harvest 36 items. So it harvests 36 items and then stops. Then this one's harvesting 36 items and stops. On day 4, this one will be regenerated. Completely back. I mean, it'd be 36 items. 3 days times 12, 36 items. So technically, I could have a production of 36 lithium ore per day and never run out. Never have to wait. If I need to turn up production, I can, but I could have it where it goes for 1 day, 36 items, and then does a 3-day cooldown or 3 midnight trigger cooldowns. And basically I can have unlimited, well, it's already unlimited, but this way I'm completely balancing out my production. And that's what I'm thinking for this. But for this, I want to do something different. I want to do it where maybe it harvests for like 4 days with these, and then switches to this for 4 days. Then back to this for 4 days, this to 4 days, and set it up so it harvests a set amount per day. I'm not sure how much I harvest per day on a single cycle. I'm going to have to try that with one. But if I can balance it right, I think I can get it to where those can be perfectly balanced. Now, it's not daytime yet. So here's my other experiments, which is going to be funny looking when it gets going. But I'm testing this as a transportation method between 2 spots. So let me just, well, I don't have power, but I got BuddyBot here. He's going to go and place it down there. It's going to shoot here, drop in, and he's going to do that repeatedly. This I was setting up as I put this on and this on, and we'll throw one right there like that. And what it'll do, and it's going to kind of stick there for now, but it should be, it picks up, spits it back out, picks it up, spits it back out, does kind of a rotational thing. I'm hoping I can tie these in as an elevator system from down there, because the conveyors don't want to angle up very much, and I don't want to do like a crisscross back and forth for it. So let's see. Yeah, I got, oh, I think I hear them. Yeah, I got some more come over here. I was too close to this side. Come on, guys. Come on. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And I'll just start grabbing stuff. Try not to crush myself, as I have already killed myself accidentally on other traps. I think that's all. There we go. So let's see. So I'm also experimenting with this. This is a fence that apparently works for placing horizontally on a wall to the side. I'm not sure why that should work, but it does. It gives me a partial mounting point. And what I'm kind of thinking is with these, I don't have any in hand. The stairs, like this, the ones we've been using for that, is putting it like here, because I can line this up to that with that and have it go where it comes along, and it picks up in the vacuum to transport upwards is what I'm testing for. I'm hoping that's going to work. Hey, Jason, thanks for joining in. Glad to have you with us. So, any moment now, daytime will start. And attacks seem to have stopped for a moment, other than that little batch there, which is fine. I've got fuel again, so let's load up some fuel in here. And if this gets where I can automate that, I am going to be just loading that up, like one bot set to go and rotate around like every day, every couple of days, go and refill everything. There we go. Got my exhaust port. Gotta have the exhaust port. It's just such a fun little industrial feel to having that. Yeah. So these are just to verify if I can get that to work right. Actually, let me check this. Also, I'm thinking of a sensor type aspect. Maybe the distance sensor, I can use it in a way to trigger vacuums on and off when items come through. I'm not sure yet, because I want to try and optimize the power for that. And had 2 big attacks back to back, but now nothing. And all that. That will start up again, because, yeah, he's got plenty of room. He'll do his thing there. So, yeah. So, a lot of testing. I'm going to do a defensive setup too. I'm thinking big, not worrying about the oil, but a big defensive wall out there with turrets in the corners for protection. So if the bots do come by, they can get shot at, which is why part of my power production for that is going to be important. Now, I may do power independent from up here. I may have power down there where I can tie it in through here. So there we go. We got that. Now, he puts that in. That was also a test to see if he can reach above floor level. So his entire job is go there, drop it in, and it just drops in here, and he just picks up another one and just keeps going. Now this is kind of the problem I saw. I'm assuming, you know, I'm going to have a conveyor up top that's getting piped towards, so it won't fall and drop in, but it needs a barrier on this side. Otherwise, it just flings it out that way. So I'm hoping I can make this kind of work better down there. So that's that experiment. And then there's this one. So you see how I can make these work. So we're just going to take these, and now he's stuck. And now, let's actually put this to use. So we're going to take the mining rigs. We're going to take those for the moment. Go ahead and take, oh, we got an attack coming. It's a small attack. And oh, I hear one over there. He's stuck. Three of them were stuck. There you go. See that one that was kind of hovering around? It seems to work okay as long as there's room, but it really works best having at least a wall there. And let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of these because I'm going to secure myself down here, since I can't exactly just walk right back up. And let's see. I'm gonna get iron going first. Got 180 degrees reach. So as long as it's not one of the big guys, I'll be defended. And we're going to get, again, so I've got deposit 1 and deposit 2. So I can either, I'm thinking if I do it like this, I can tie them together. Now I could do multiple drillers here, and I may do that. So I want to try to keep it where I can access the same conveyor chain and not have to do an unnecessary conveyor chain type of thing. And the miners will snap, so I can do like that. If I do like that, then that works. So now let's just start with that one so I can get it further back. Go like that. So I'll probably take these, also have them turn off as these turn off. But that's 1,600. So 5% per day. That will regenerate by 20 per day. This will regenerate by 60 per day. So if I really wanted to, I could set this one up here and have, I'll probably actually, let's do that. I'm gonna put it there because 80 or 60 per day is a lot better than 20 per day in regeneration. So we'll do that. You see, it does offer a little bit of that little snapping aspect to a degree. Oh, ah! Oh, he got me a little bit. Yeah, of course. The one that I was not really protected against with the laser sentry. There. Of course, it was this guy that came after me. Yep, there. Well, way too much stuff. Okay, back to this. I think this should still work, but the drilling aspect of it kind of sticks out a little bit further than I think it's supposed to. I could do this. Could do like this one. And see if that will... Yeah. Let's just... You know... We'll try it real quick. Nope, it's picking up. Alright, good. So that's not a problem. So I can have these two here. And basically just push along there, which leaves me room for one here. And so now it becomes a question of how am I going to get it up there without going absolutely crazy trying to get this to work. Sid, no, Jason, don't do it. SBot's got to work for it. There we go. So let's just get a few more, because I'm going to need a bunch of these. And this is not how it's going to work in the end, but it is kind of... I'm going to go all the way across so I can line it up, because that's what I'm really wanting, is it to match over here. So I'll need it to go across here, and I'll have to kind of, I guess, I'll have to do the right angle, left angle ones. Yeah. I'll wait for the bot to go away. €2. SBot's got to work for it. Ooh, there you go. Actually, let me think. Because I need this to go up, too. So let's go with... Ah. Too many circuit boards. I need a recycler option, not an incinerator. I need a recycler option. All right, so if I do this, that kind of runs into problems with it bumping along the edge there. Oh, I don't have any copper wire. I'm out of copper wire. Maybe I should do walls next around this. Yeah, maybe I should just start loading up wall. Oh, look. Can't even get to produce anything. They stopped. They're confused. Other than the occasional hang up with the bots like that, works pretty well. But there is the occasional little, they stop doing their thing. Okay, let's try this again. I think this will be... So I don't have to have it... I mean, it'd be ideal to have them feed into the same conveyor system, but it doesn't have to be the same conveyor system. Ah! Alright, fine. Come on. Let's go get supplies. I'm gonna build walls. I'm gonna put up a barrier around it so they can leave me alone. Programmer, you're late? Oh, if you're asking what happened to me, we got attacked. We're getting attacked. And now I'm going to lead them to their death. Come on. Oh, they're stuck again, and that... Always weird times when it happens. It's not consistent for me getting stuck on the ladder. I walk up the ladder, I get stuck. And we got one guy who is confused. He's lost his programming ways. Oh, he got pushed in, I guess, maybe, or something. Yep. No, he didn't get pushed in. And there's still more over there. Come on, guys. Get in here. Do your thing. I think that got it. Alright, let's see. I'm done with that. Yeah, I got defense walls, and I'm just gonna use barricades. I'm not worried about regular walls. I'm not worried about like a roof type of thing. We're just gonna do barricade walls, defensive walls. I got plenty of stuff. You know what? Let's grab another. Do I have a stack here? No. Grab another stack up here. I can get up here. There we go. We'll have that to help. Okay, let's do this. I'm just gonna keep it nice and close. I don't know about that one. I feel like that's going to be a case they're going to be walking up there or floating up there, and they'll get by. I need a snapping option for that to snap up that way. That'll work enough, I hope. If not, I'll be taking some of these out. 12, and I'm out of steel ingots. Alright, that's wide enough. That's why I want to increase my production. Alright, do that, that, and that. So I'll probably do one full conveyor and a curve to here. But also, I need this one to curve. That's the problem. The liners cause issues with stuff feeding in the right way. And I'm going to have to figure out a way to make that work. Alright, that's up to a start. My power's about to disappear for my gun, so let's head back inside for a moment. And oh, there we go. So yeah, getting stuff to the central point is going to be one challenge, to get it all to flow the right way. And then I got to get it figured out on how I'm going to pipe everything upwards. That's the other challenge. And the sand is still getting stuck all the time. But 16 items produced. 56 over at this one. Still tons of copper left. Yeah, I'm going to be doing probably a multiple furnace setup over there in the end. Throw that in there. I'm thinking a whole set of these. And I'm just going to take this out. Yep, right. You see, some of these, you know, you can place them pretty tall, but it's a matter of getting it to, well, so that's not placing. That placed. That must have been a fast, short attack. Oh, yeah, they're stuck again. I gotta figure out how to get that to stop happening. Cause you can see them sticking through. Hey, Star Ali, thanks for joining in. S-bots will have to work for more than 2 minutes. And we got a big guy coming this way, so we got another batch of stuff about to be brought to me. Grab a few things. Yeah, I gotta figure out why my power changed suddenly. It was working fine, and the vacuums were working at night, and now suddenly they don't work at night, like it doesn't have enough power. Even though I've checked the numbers, everything has enough power. It's just it's not wanting to play nice for some reason. And 369 items at the wall now. Let's go with, need some more of these. I'm going to get more of those. We're going to do defensive barricades, yeah. Do 4. That probably going to get a good chunk of it. Buddy bot can come down. There's more circuit boards. Way beyond what I need. So I just keep swapping out stuff. Circuit boards. That's why there's so many circuit boards. More. Well, I use batteries up. Okay, so that's good. Got that. Or that. And more of that. Where's he? There he is. Here he comes. 45 minutes. Did you mean 45 or 4 to 5 minutes? There we go. See, vacuums are not turning on like they're supposed to be. Like, there's no power, but one generator produces enough extra power to keep them going. And that doesn't make sense. Because all of these are connected. I don't know why that's charging. And the others are not charging. That's weird. These are not charging or discharging. Why is that one getting a charge? Okay, so now I don't get this. I have one that is getting power from somewhere, but it's not solar power. And it's not getting power from here. None of these are pushing power. So, what's providing power? Like, it's actually charging. Where is this power coming from? No power, no power. That's going there. Yeah, everything should be inactive. I am very much confused now because something is pushing power into that. And there's nothing producing power. Okay, that's odd, to say the least. I'm creating energy from nowhere. If I can figure this out, I can provide power to the world. I'll be rich. Yeah, somehow I'm getting free power from nothing. So I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, just enough to cover everything. Will be all I need for this. And we'll do one with a door so I can get out. No, 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 no. Actually, no, we could do it. You know, I don't really need that much room. That should be more than enough. That come across like this. Yeah, that'll work. Save me a little bit on the barricades. Actually, door right there. We'll do that one as the doorway. I need a door so I can, you know, get in and out easily. And I've got a door. I remember that. So I can go grab that. I think that's going to be... I'm going to need 2. Sometimes they'll still push through and attach. Yeah, like that. That works right there. Yeah. The worst case, I have the door here. If I leave it open, I could put a trap there. You know, let them try to get in that way. But I don't want to deal with that. That's for mining, not for breaking robots. And that is still charged. I'm still producing you know, free energy from somewhere. I don't know where. All right, got that. I'm gonna need a clock down there, I'm sure on that. We got buddy bots. We can wait on that for a moment. And steel beams I don't need. Steel post I'll probably want. I might use that at some point. Yeah, this is where I start going back to confusion mode. I gotta think on this, how I want this to work. So I just need it to come up here and ultimately replace this one with one there. And I might do 2 furnaces, I don't know, you know, but yeah. Well, you know, Star Alley, there's so many. I mean, you stream in a certain, you know, definition style like that. You know, it goes back to your upload bandwidth. In some cases, you can't upload at high enough quality level to stream at that and have it work well enough. So some cases you're not going to see people streaming like that just because they're going to be capped on their upload rate to get a good quality 1440p stream. And then of course it goes back to if somebody's watching it and it doesn't, if you do widescreen, you're going to end up with black bars, and some people don't want that on their stream, how they use it. Or people will throw like a big overlay where it covers up the black bars, but I stream in regular 16:9 1080p because it works well for the upload cap that I get through YouTube, and means I can keep my quality level pretty consistent. And I'm trying to think anything else I want to carry down there right now. Plenty of items. We'll get more iron real quick. Or not iron, steel. Alright. Finally using up a bunch of that. I'm sure I'm going to need that. And we'll do some more building on this. I'm going to get this going because this, just getting it to work where everything can pipe up here is the first hurdle. Once I get that done, I can work on the whole timing thing to optimize production. It's the matter of getting it to actually get up here without relying on a buddy bot or pair of buddy bots to fly it up. I do have that as a backup option, but I'm hoping to get away from that because I want to have this as kind of a higher volume production area if I can. I want it to be not stuck relying on a buddy bot to fly up and back down, because I feel like they're going to have a problem of getting up the cliffside here. And if they can't get up the cliffside, it means their bots can't, but it means they'll go somewhere in that direction to try and do this. And I don't want that. I want this to be a automated and easy as possible. Oh, man. Timmy, you're being quiet there. Of course, it's been an hour I had brought Timmy out. Timmy, you want to say hi? Show him your Grinch. You got your Grinch toy out. There you go. He was like, what? You've ignored me all this time. And now you want me to eat treats for you? Yeah, he's like, I'll do it. It's food. We'll do it. He kept me up during the middle of the night. We had a little bit of thunder last night, so he woke me up at like 1 in the morning. It was about 3 o'clock when he finally calmed down enough. I did not sleep enough last night. Okay, so now here comes the other problem. How do I combine these? There needs to be a T section type of thing or something that can, you know, like a merging type connector. One that is more of a Y shape. So these funnel in and it funnels them towards a middle point that lets it go into a single conveyor. Because this is exactly what I need for this location, is long conveyor chains that thing can feed up there. And there's no way for me to jump up, so I doubt the buddy bot's going to work, which is why I've got these as well. Idea of trying, see, I can fit some of these. I think I can make this work well enough between these, the stair aspect panels, and the normal panels, but I need this to actually... The problem is, what happens when these, if it comes around the corner and feeds in the wrong way? Or if I can, how am I going to funnel this? That's the thing. The vacuum will work for combining them, I guess, if I can get it in the right spot. I might have to do it like this. Or maybe make this the first drop-off point with the vacuum, where it's picking up by going here and pushing it to a wall, and the vacuum picks it up, moves it over this way. So, I need a foundation. I'll need that just to be able to place things down correctly. Let's try to center this as best I can. So we'll get this in here. Guillermo Ruiz and Judah, thank you for subscribing. Yes, Timmy is adorable, right, Timmy? Here. You gotta work for it. No, stop asking for $5, Xbox. Oh. Turn your camera off, you kick your chew stick off the bed. Alright, so if this, which none of this is on, I can just, ooh, how, well, turn on. Since I can't see the button on it. So if I throw like this one and this one, if I sit here and say, hey, let's, you know, here's this. And here's this. See, that's getting stuck. That's what I don't like about the corner ones as well. They get stuck. They don't, if it's not flowing in the middle correctly, they kind of get hung up. So I could just have it come here, dump right here, and I just need a stair set up above it. So, you know, we're going to do, actually, oh, I could still use that somewhere, but well, I've got garage frames. Let's do a garage frame. I think that could be a nice little, like right there, like that. That should give me a way to mount. And we'll start with a middle stair piece. Like that. But, yeah, turned. So this is going to dump there. This probably needs to come back a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to move this further in. Like that. Oh, no, no. We'll get this middle. Booyah! Alright, got that. And I'm not going to worry about the pillars or anything. This is just to get this kind of going. I'll add stuff for nicer look later. So if that drops there, we just need the vacuum going up there. And I need stairs just to get up and move around. Yeah, not the way I want the stairs to work, but, you know, we'll do it like... Oh, can't do that. All right. There. Do this. I can jump. Okay, so now... I can do this. I'll just rotate that way. All right, so if I have it come here and get it as low as or roughly as low as I can... Let's say I do 2 vacuums here. They're feeding into another conveyor belt. It's my hope that I can use this as a way to move things upwards. Problem is, of course, the conveyor belts, how they have to have that stick through. I don't like that part. And if I do it too low, I have a feeling it is not going to work quite right. Well, yeah, I had it. It did a vertical thing. There it goes. So it'll go up too a little bit, but not much. Question is, can I make that work consistently? There's a way to angle it consistently. I would do that. But it's not even snapping there. All right, let's I'm gonna take this out Hang on. I had it. Okay. So that goes up a bit. If I put it there, it goes back to the level again. I need it to be. We need an option for angling it, like how I can control the precision rotate. We need to have an upwards angle type of option for it as well. That's the problem there. Sorry, so I can do that at least. And if I can make it come upwards, that dumps it into a spot where it's likely to be something that can easily be picked up by the vacuum. So that should help. I actually have an idea as well for this. It's going to look funny, but I think it will work. Oh, it's wider than I thought. I forgot it actually goes a wider turn. Okay. It's not going to work then. I'm sure I'll still need those at some point, but that's not going to work. All right, I need a platform for which these can sit on for just a moment until things are picked up. I'm thinking this will work. And I know I probably still have some of these somewhere, but oh well. I'll make use of them some point. That's okay. That did not work. That's still too high. Yeah, if I could angle this under like precise control, I would be doing okay, but I can't. And it seems to have a very limited height increase that it's willing to do. But that, at least, will have it go upwards a little bit. I can figure out something for there. We'll do solar panel. I want to have power for testing this, so. Okay. Actually, bad point. Bad point to put it there. Should be on this side because it's feeding outwards on this side. So if I do how low I can, that's as low as it will go. So I actually need to lift that up a bit. Actually, you know what? I'll try this as the starting point for it. So I put it there so it's close to here. As low as I can get it. There we go. So that will cover the clearance there. Yes. Okay. Maybe this will work. You know what? We're not even going to test turning anything on yet. I'll throw that. Yeah. See what happens. It worked. It worked. I just probably would need a second one if I had to guess. Yep, I heard something else. Probably needs two of them here. But that way I could put it into this. And then technically I could use this one at the end to have it do the same thing here, like dump here. I just need something to stop it from falling. I bet I can use some of the beams for that to create a fake floor to it as opposed to wasting the fence, but I'm sure the fence will work as well to a degree if I can get it to. Oh, no. Fence is not going to work. Okay. So if it comes here, it could go here, and then it can go up. From there to another level. Basically, a bunch of these bunch of conveyors. I could create a zigzag that feeds up there from both of these, and hopefully we'll be able to provide enough speed overall that it's way faster than a sentry or than a buddy bot would do. And then in the end, I could just have them go into the little funnel point or something like that. See if I can get them to come over here. Oh, I got more over here too. I'm trapped. Give you a sponsor to promote a YouTube channel? I mean, what? Of a McChicken? I mean, I really don't like deal with sponsors. I'm not really interested in dealing with sponsors at the moment. And if it was a sponsor, it'd have to be something I'd be proud to sponsor. Oh no, big guy too. Hi, shoot this way. I hear it, I hear it, I hear it. Good thing his aim is bad. Oh wow, one of them broke in there without me being around to see it. And, you know, if I get up the stairs, hopefully that will be fixed soon. The problem with the stairs, with getting stuck on them all the time. It's like when I really need to get moving quickly, that doesn't help. Like now, trying to walk up and I just get stuck. Tons of supplies. Only reason I want to have them all get killed here is because supplies. Come on, dude. I know you're stuck. There it goes. Grab all this. That's batteries. Supply. That's... If this attacks were just totally steady, there wasn't like pauses between some of them, that would be almost sustainable. But there's too much pausing in some cases. Oh yeah, look at that. Throw those in there. We'll take these because I'm almost out. There we go. And there's still one stuck down there trying to get in. Plenty of that. So it's just I get stuck randomly like I'm bumping into something and then it finally lets me move through. It's just weird that it does it. It's always, even on open stairs with nothing above, it happens. We'll take these because that might be usable option. Put those away. Actually, pallets too. They've worked in the past, but last time they didn't work the same way, so I'm not trusting this, but it might help. Boom. All right, let's see if I can get this. Yeah, that should work. I just need it to cover a spot so that nothing can fall through. Well, that works, but See if I can do that one. Boom. There we go. So nothing can fall back down. And that should be outside the range for it to get stuck on the vacuum. Best part of the game is when you fight all the robots. Watch them get broken up. I'm going to rebuild that at some point with windows so I can sit there and watch them. And I'm going to wait a moment. I'm going to let them build up. I want to see how many waves we can get going while I'm here. And if they'll just keep filling in more and more waves, then, yeah, I'll just run out there, make a mad dash for safety, and let wave after wave just pile up after me. And there's some lag there placing down. All right, so that gives me some bracing, which I need. We'll just do bracing on it like this on each corner now. I like the door frame, the garage frame, but I don't want to do that on every level. So we got that. I need another. Do I have another one? Yeah, I got that one. And so really, what I'm going to do with this is rotate it that way. So it's kind of flowing here, drops here, and worst case, vacuum picks it up. And I am good to go. As long as I don't have to try and get out here and fix anything. That's going to be kind of the problem there, is if I have to actually come fit something. Getting up there. Let's see if I can do it this way. Yeah, look at that. A little side piece. I'll come up this way, go across, and I'll have another set of stairs going up. And this is exactly how I get shot at by Laser Boy. His new name, Laser Boy. This is exactly what's going to happen here. Is this where I get just pegged by him? Because I am in perfect line of sight. He'll just come up and I'll suddenly get hit and knocked off the tower. Well, I'm getting close. I am getting close to where I need this to be. If I just get close enough, I can always adjust how I do this as far as the conveyors. I mean, technically, I could put the conveyor here, like attached to this spot going this way, so that this feeds in that direction to the conveyor. And then instead of doing the curve, it picks up from the next level. So this picks up one, spits it out, picks up one, spits it out, and keeps going. Then I have to stack out this way. Almost a straight line going across to there. That might actually be a much better option. But we'll try this, because I'm already started on it. We're going to keep with this for the moment. So this one will go like this kind of thing, because I'll need it to be picking up as it drops off. And actually, yeah, now let's see if I can get this to line up right, or maybe that might work. I mean, it's offset, but it might work. Daryl Wingate, thank you for me and Timmy. Timmy, you heard your name. You heard it. Oh, I dropped a piece. Here's another piece. Here you go. Here. Look at that. Show off your Grinch. Show your Grinch toy. He's like, whatever. Bleachers, popcorn machines, etc. I don't think we could do bleachers on here. Am I going to do below zero? Yes, I am. But it'll be once below 0 is full release. I've already done everything for early access that I am comfortable doing. So at full release, we'll do a fresh series of below 0 because the game will be full release at that time. Yeet. All right, come on. Come more. Hey. See it? High five. High five. High five. High five. It's not nose, not boot nose. High five. All right, shake hands. Look, see? Shake hands. Come on, shake hands. Don't just try to be cute. Shake hands. Come on. High five. High five. Wow. There we go. Being difficult. Thinks just because he's cute, he gets free treats. Solar panel to power that. So now I'm gonna turn all these on. Fortunate is that these don't consume power. If I jump up, throw one of those in. So here it goes. Going. What? Oh, no, you don't. This was working. This was working. I had it working. I mean, I watched a thing get picked up by the vacuum. And that's higher than it was when it worked at the other one. What? Or did I? No, I raised the vacuum up. That's right. All right, great. It's a good thing I checked before going too much further. Let's try a different way. All right, try this. Maybe this will work well enough for that. And I can just do it like this. Like that. Okay. So hopefully this works now. Go, pick it up, pick it up. Oh, wait. What? Oh, no. That's what it is. Sunset. Yeah, no power. But this one's producing power. Okay. A little odd, but all right, let's just test this one then. So the new one isn't producing power. And that goes, I need a wall of some sort there. Yeah. I need the wall to keep it from just flailing all over the place. That's what I was expecting, but I wanted to give it a chance. See, I didn't actually have to have it for a change, but no, that. Okay, so if this works, it'll pump it to here, pick it up, pump it to there, which that one worked. I expect it should work the same. If that one worked to push out there, it should work. So I could just basically do, instead of stepping every time in that direction, I could do a zigzag back and forth. And then it hits up here. It's good to go. And probably should have, I'll end up doing it where the conveyors turn off. That way something doesn't get dumped where it cannot be picked up by the vacuum because of a height difference. But yeah, that picks up there, so I don't need, I mean, that works. It's not ideal, but it shouldn't flail around the sides any. We'll do middle stairs this time. I'm still waiting for a laser guy to attack me. So it could come here. We'll have a wall on this side as well. So it'll come here, do the same thing. It'll just dump here, but vacuum here, pick it up. hopefully that actually might be a problem because of how close this is going. I mean, it's really to keep it from flailing out, but that might cause a problem. Ooh, we're gonna try it. I've got conveyor pieces I don't need now. And I need to get up another level now. Fence, piece, and stairs. And I gotta drop down to get this to work. Drop snapping. Ah, it fell through. Okay, I'll do it like this then. There we go. Also, a good view. See some of them over there. There's one there. There's one guy going off the distance. Doesn't even care about me. Looks confusing. So how? Like, what? What's confusing on this part? I've got a vacuum that feeds into a conveyor belt. That's all I'm doing. Oh, actually, you know what? That is the other part I need. Why? I knew it. I said it would do it. I said he would do it. He had a view of me. He shot at me. I just got out of the way. I'll put that there, which gives me a point that I can line this up on and say that's, you know, what's holding it. Kind of like, actually, I wonder if I can do two. Not that. I'll do two of these. Like that. Then I have the conveyor, which is still going on top. It's going too far over. Alright, that didn't work. So I'll do it like that. And then that. And then I need a another solar panel for daytime. And turn it on. So each one will have its own solar panel. Oh, I hear it. 1, 2, I think. And a whole bunch of them over there. Well, if I can finish this, I'll just walk straight across. I may be almost at that point I can walk straight across. I could almost angle this. Oh, look, he's going elsewhere. That's interesting. It's acting like they're treating it like I'm inside, and look, they're not confused. They're doing like a mad dash for it. They're not like, oh man, where's he at? They're going like, we want in. Okay. So I'm doing something right, I guess. But I'm almost thinking I could build, if I could angle slightly more and more upwards, I could get this to where that might reach up there well enough. But I bet that's not the case. I bet I'm just going to do one more. Do one more. Level high. And this will actually give me, with the stairs, easy access to walk back down. He's shooting in the wrong direction. He's shooting them. He's shooting his friends in the back. The mechanical engineering spicy style, yeah, I'm I guess I have become almost a mechanical engineer in this situation. And how I'm trying to get this stuff to work. So what was I going for? Oh, I was going for this. Need that. And I've still got the window, and I'm going to make use of that window. I've got an idea there, too. And we'll get the window to be where it feeds through going that way. He's trying. I'll probably fill this in later. Just for the safety fact of not having him shoot me while I'm trying to walk up. But for now, this is good enough. There we go. One more level high. And I'll be able to go walk across. Oh, I hear it. He is trying. And I'm not seeing any more, like, groups coming. So I guess it's a certain limit of bots that it will send out at a time. And once you hit that limit, they're not going to do any more waves of attack. So I'm not going to end up... I mean, it's possible I might still get more, but it's looking like I'm not going to end up with any more than that at the moment. And that... And they're all going back up looking for me here. This, I can do it from here. I can do conveyors off of this point. This will work. So what if I do... you know what? I got beams. That's actually a perfect chance to use beams. I'm going to use this as a connecting from here to there. So it's I don't build like a vertical beam support system. Can I give your grandma a shout? Sure. Sbot's grandma. Shout out to Sbot's grandma. Because, is she watching? Like, is she actually watching? If she's watching, then yeah. Everybody give a shout out to Xbox's grandma. But don't be lying to us, Xbox. She better actually be watching. Alright, do it like that. And a little bit of light would help right now. Doing this like Minecraft style where I nudge my way to the edge. Where I should be pretty much falling. But I'm not. There we go. Snappy. Snap, snap. Can't snap from here. Like that. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm within range. I can see it. I'm gonna try it. Oh! I did it! I kind of hovered my way over, but I made it. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Don't you guys try to jump the wall. Oh, let me... You know what? That's a lot of stuff. I'm turning this on because I want the vacuums to work correctly. I think some are stuck over there. Probably the big guy holding him up. I said, yep, his head. Some of them were standing on his shoulders. There he goes. All right. That's just... Yeah, if I had a window for us to sit there, and I'm thinking I want to do a window on the end instead of a door, have a window on the end and a door on the side. How much do I get out of that? I want to see how my count goes up for that one. That was a big set right there. And my exhaust port is blocked. Just FYI. Last I looked, it was 369. And I'm almost up another 100 by now. Alright, let's go unblock the exhaust port. And that should not have fallen out. So, toss that there. Oh, I got fuel in there. I'm about to use a bunch of fuel up. If I can get up the stairs. Unclogging exhaust port. Should have brought 2. It's funny, stairs work perfect going down. It's going up is the problem. I'll fill up all my stuff again. And wait for morning to hit. I say I got it set now at midnight. It actually resets everything. So I don't have to worry about having the count still showing wrong for the day, since it's a new day technically. Oh yeah, that should be full now. Yep, full. Almost full, getting back to that point. Getting up there. Alright guys, come on. I know you can figure out I'm here. One stuck oil can. No, I'm not going to worry about you, because I got another option. Turn that off. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think I want to replace the door with a window. Even though the windows do kind of obstruct their view to a degree. I just want to have that where I can watch, because they still track my location. So I could stand here looking through the window, watch the whole thing go. Means, of course, I'll have to redo all of that, which is not going to be fun. But at least I would get a good visual. There. I booped you. Boop it. Alright, they just want to stay in the same spot. Like, this is my spot, and he was in my way. That's all they cared about. Alright. Turn my defenses back on. Your birthday is Friday? Well, happy early birthday. Yeah, that was, I mean, just all I did was sit and work down there and let it build up. So that was a lot. And I'm sure there's still probably some over here, because they don't traverse the same way, you know. Yep, here we go. We actually got some already broken by just the fact that this triggers all the time. Oh, we got one. Didn't get the other one. Well, I can trigger that. Bam. Come out here, grab stuff. That's the only thing about these traps, is the being in the way where I can't have the vacuum pull everything correctly. Now, I guess if I built it where the floor was nothing but conveyor belts, sure, it'd probably work, but there'll still be that one piece that gets stuck here and there, I'm sure. Why am I suddenly off? By 1. Okay, that's weird. I'll make more. Yeah. Well, I got supplies. There. Keep it even. So yes, getting close. All I gotta do now is get that tied over here, which is almost perfectly lined up. I can adjust this a little bit, and then adjust everything else I need to around that. Yeah, we're about to have all the production set up just right. And I'll go ahead and grab another fuel for the exhaust port. So I want to keep that going for a while. And, you know, I'm starting to think that sometimes the fact that there's a certain number of robots out there, and maybe something with their collision element between each other, is causing me to lock up on the stairs. Because when there's no bots, I run up the stairs without issue. So I'm thinking it's gotta be having so many bots is causing the problem. Well, it's a weird thing to have it be that, but It does seem to be that case. I'm gonna do some more. See how that... Oh, look at that. It's all the way across. That actually makes it look like it's really being supported. So that's good for me right there. That's not going to reach all the way across, but it's close enough. So I've got that. Oh, steel ingots. I need to go check my other base too. I had stuff going there, and that's probably backed up or out of fuel at this point. I'm sure I've got some stuff that's just completely out of fuel over there. Oh, yeah. All right, let's finish this off. At least I can have where stuff can flow up to the base. That's the thing. Having it where it could go upwards to the base is a big deal. So I need another vacuum and conveyor just to start this. And where's that? That's going there. So what I can do is do this. Well, let me line it up, you know, properly. About that? Is that? That's good. Okay. So that to that. Like that. Need a... We'll take solar panel for now. I'll probably redo this later so the solar power connects up there instead. But just to get this going, got that. And now, it's a question of can I act... Well, that's mounted to that. I need it to angle upwards. I need it to go up higher. And that's the problem, is getting it to angle up. You have to trick it. Let me think on this. Hey, Merrick! Thanks for joining in. It's been a little while. You haven't been hanging out with us as much. Gotta pop in and pop back out at times. So put that there so it doesn't fly off the edge there. That would be bad. And let's see if I can actually get this to work. If it will fit to that. Can it fit? No, not fitting. But I have an idea. This may not work quite right, but I'll, you know, do what I can with it. And this might be a way to get it to actually... Well, that's not... Okay, not working. Do it like this, then. Take that out. Do it like that. So can I do the conveyor now? Going... no, not quite. Yeah. I heard it. This is the hardest part of it, is getting it to actually go the direction I want. Alright, we'll try this. Well, good thing I got a lot of copper being produced. We're gonna do one more. I think I can get this to work. It's a question of, can I get it to detect it the right way? Not, no. Alright. Take this out. Do it like that. That's not... Okay, that's not as far forward as I need it to be. We just need a way to control the upwards angle. That's really all it comes down to. Is a way to say, kick up like this. Since we can rotate side to side, we need to be able to rotate these upwards. I'll just do it. Like, well, that, I mean, does, because it's, you know, the rock. Except for the fact it's not actually placing. See if I can get this to line up. See, that's not one snap because it's not close enough to fit on anything. Okay, I have another idea. And in the end, I might have to do a buddy bot, but I'm hoping I can avoid that. Oh, come on. It can angle up like that. All right, how am I going to get this to work? Something is not wanting to play nice to make it angle. I wonder what if I do this? Nope, doesn't want to do that either. So this is the most complicated part here, is getting this to recognize that it's in a good spot and it should be able to do this. Let's toss that in. See, that goes in. Can be a little iffy on the vacuums. That is a problem too. What gets 10 times bigger when stimulated? One, and a girl said that's not appropriate. That's interesting. Angle the floor? I don't think the floor will actually place on the rock at an angle. The floor kind of requires some kind of a mount, generally, from what I've been experiencing. Oh, it does. Okay. So it's not exactly the best angle, but it is an angle. I don't know if that's going to actually let me get it to the right angle, though. Let's see. Still doesn't. It's like I can't get it to connect there. That's the big problem. If I could get it to connect that end, I'd be fine. Oh, we had one get through. So I have my extra sentry guns there. And it's a good thing it was not the big guy that got through. So 1, 2 waves maybe. It is the big guy and an attack wave together. I bet there's an attack wave over there on the other end. And 2 of them get stuck over there. Oh, I'm going to leave you alone. They don't want to fight. I am not going to make them. Oh, he's still shooting at me. And the battery got loose. I think he's getting pegged by the rake. That's it. That's the only thing hitting him right now. Because he gets stuck on the legs for these. Of course, that's not triggering the vacuums. Yeah, conveyors could use that. One addition is the control to actually angle them intentionally. Because without that, it's kind of hard to get them to do that. Like that places. And I could do it like that if I maybe take this stuff out. But it's not going to actually accept a placement there. Let's just see if I can maybe convince it to somewhat angle at that point. And I'll bet this is where I actually need something there. Actually, you know what? If I could just get it to angle a little bit, would work fine. I'd say that's not wanting to angle. The way I've done it before was angling it with the mining rig. So let's try that. I was able to get to use the fact that I had a production device to angle upwards on it. Mainly because it was going from one to another. Let's see if this will work with it. Almost to the point I want to just work backwards from here. From this point and see if maybe that will at least let me get some kind of angle snapping, but yeah, that's not snapping. That's really all it is. I just need a way to tell it angle up this way, and that's really all I'm going to need in the end. Once that's working, I can angle it however I want. So it doesn't want to connect there. Another one's sneaking through. Got another group over here. And now he's over there. He's stopped. They like this spot. Thank you. Thank you. I can reach that far, but, you know, I can't angle this thing. Well, hopefully that is something that gets fixed soon. And now other ones are stuck over there. Like, they just don't want to go out of that corner there. Oh, wait, yeah. Let me reload. How long am I going to stream for? Well, usually we go 3 hours on Saturdays. Of course, last couple times I've kind of lost track of time, and I think we were almost 4 hours last week. Because I just have fun with this game. It's really engaging for me. Timmy, wanna say hi again? Little time in the spotlight. Fits here. Grinch. Your Grinch toy. Figured he'd be chewing on that thing non-stop, but he's ignoring it. Yeah, you eat. Eat your treats. Oh, hey, well, do it like this. I do it like that. It really doesn't matter if it snaps. It just matters if it can dump in to here the ore. Yeah, I could try to smelt down below, but that's me having to go down there, put fuel in. If it automates that in a future update, I'll do more self-contained production setups, but I don't want to have to go down there to refill all the time. All right, last one. You gotta look up. Look up. There you go. Take a nap, Gremlin. New room setup? What new room setup? I mean, like in the game or like the studio room? Because it's the same room. It's just I've done some extra tweaking. Probably since you last were able to join for a regular stream. I'm just gonna go backwards at this point. And it's just a matter of actually getting a placement right there too, is what I am going to expect it to be. I need a way to put... get that one that gets through, and all the others get stuck. I want to redo my wall setup a little bit better. And then they don't want to come over here if I don't go all the way over here. Alright, come on, guys. And more got stuck. I don't know what it is, but they keep getting stuck on that one spot there. At least that's still working. Ooh, 15 batteries. Look at that. Almost very sustainable. Let's see. How do I want to get this going from here? That's the thing. Is this got to be something about how I have things to place here? Could try this, I guess. Could do like right there. I got more of those. Let's grab more. That's just a convenient way to mount something a little bit lower. So if I do this, and I don't do that, I do this. Let's make another fence, because if you don't snap, it's actually pretty versatile. And if I can get it placed right as far as the angle, I can just use a window segment there. Actually, let me see if this will support that placement. Okay, so it's kind of going to work. Not quite perfect, but if it gets me to where I can connect these, that is good enough, and it's still not doing it. Oh, there we go. And it's not snapping. It's not, yeah, it didn't want to place. It hit it. I got it to do it, but it didn't want to actually set down. Because it's not kind of like it's supported on something. That's the problem. Is if I get it to line up, it has to have something that's supporting it from below. Let's see, maybe. Maybe do like this. Maybe I can get it to act like it's being supported there. Nope, it's in the way. Okay. All right, maybe I just gotta get this like right here at the right spot. Nope. Okay, you know, let's try a little different. I get this. If I do it like this, I mean, maybe if I get the right distance here to be placing it on that, it will actually snap. Because it's not even going to try to lift to go above it. That's one thing. Yeah, if nothing else, I really want to make this work just because of the speed at the bots will move. I mean, yeah, all else fails, I can use the bot, which is why I still have this. I can have a buddy bot that, I didn't make it. I can have a buddy bot that will just lift and carry it up. That's, you know, if I had them doing that, because they only do one at a time. It's not like they're carrying a box of stuff. So if I just did one, I'd have to do a rotating set of bots, and I figured that would get looped really badly at some point. But if I can get it where everything comes up here, at least, then, yeah, worst case, pick up like a storage box, pick it up, go there, pick it up, go there. Just have an endless loop powered off of that. As long as I have something to catch him in case when the power drops, he doesn't fall all the way down and get stuck. That would be the other concern, is he's going to do that. Let's see. Can I nail it? Can I nail it? Boom. So if it works perfectly, it should fly all the way up here. And I should see it coming up here in a moment. And if I don't, then it's still not quite working right. It did not work right. Why is that one? Is it no power? Because it's too late. But some of them are still... Oh, there they go. So different sequence. But yeah, they finally all lost power. Okay. Wait for daytime. That's why I'm going to make the conveyor belt stop in the daytime as well. Or in the nighttime. I don't want them running, trying to keep pushing stuff and having it falling off and getting stuck. Oh, turn this on because it's nighttime. Yeah, something's gone weird with my power over here, where it's just not working consistent. Got him. Couple more coming. There we go. Yeah, I'm probably going to rework all of this at some point, but right now, not too worried about it. It works well enough, but you see, problems with power, it's not pushing power correctly. It's acting like I don't have enough power, even though I did at one point. I didn't add anything. I actually took stuff out of the loop. But also, I just want to add, like, cover for the stuff over here to the side. I want to have a nice viewing spot so I can sit there and view the carnage, because that's the fun part. And yeah, back up on supplies. Okay, so that's on. Anything that gets pushed across at this point, keep going. It can sit in the furnace. That's not a problem. Trying to think of an option here. It's weird. It's not targeting that. It was targeting a similar spot close by for it to do that. Even if I could get that to work, that's almost would be worth it. Let's see if this will allow for anything. Again, how I got that done. No, it won't snap there. It'll snap there where I don't want it and where I shouldn't be able to place it. Okay, so, let's do this. Actually, one kind. Maybe I can get it. Great to have it snap on the corners of that. but it's not doing that. Okay. And it's not going to snap there. Let's take those back out. Or just, you know, fall. Yeah. Lot of issues with getting this to work right. Mainly because of limitations on some stuff right now in the game. But hopefully that will be addressed in the future. I saw it snap. I saw it work. It went. Okay, worst case, I do it like this. I mean, really, worst case, it's done this way as long as I don't have a way for the buddy bot to fall. That's the main issue there, is he falls down a horrible, horrible drop and then doesn't know how to get back up to keep working. Well, now it's not angling down, but it's still not placing. That's why there should be some way I can make use of this. I would expect some way I can make this as a mounting point that should allow that to work. I just gotta get the right spot. Is that going up a little bit? Yeah, that went up a little bit. It's following the floor. Maybe I just need to stack like 18 floors together vertically and make it do right there. And I cannot rotate that to a different face, so that won't work for stacking like that. Well, that is going up. It is following the floor a little bit. All right, thanks for hanging out, Rikoy. See you later. S-bots, do not talk about your pancakes that you got to eat unless you're going to share with everybody. All right, so this worked. And I'm taking that out for a moment. It's a matter of, can I mount to this in a way? Can I do something that will let me mount off of that at a, you know, a staggered height level? Like, maybe not all the way up, but like staggered just enough that, oh yeah, see? Okay, so now, there we go. Okay, so I have to obstruct the placement just enough for it to stagger it up higher. Yeah. Okay, I went too far with that one. A little too far on that. But yeah, just forcing it to have to go upwards is going to work. Oh, and look, see, there it goes. Look at that. Oh, it's kind of hard. It is a dark game when you have no lights in an area. You know, actually, I think I had... Yeah, I've got lights. Let's go put some lights in. Just for a moment. Not significant lights, but it's enough to maybe give me a little visual. I think that's the... I can't even tell which way it's facing. There we go. A little bit. Not much. Let's do this. Let's set brightness of 100%. Little bit, not much. Those are good for panel lights to show like an alert or something. They're really not good for actually lighting things up. We'll put those back. I think I'm done with that. Done with that. Done with these for a moment. We'll be using that in a moment. Let's make a light, because I want to be able to see stuff. I'm gonna do it like this. Oh, no, I'm gonna wait because I don't want to mess up me being able to place something down. We're gonna turn it on. There we go. So yeah, just slightly lower by turning off snapping, and that actually worked to put the conveyor belt down. Yeah, ideally, in the end, we should have the option to tell it specifically to do that. And see, now I've got that, and I bet what's happening is it's saying I don't have anything for the front legs to attach to, which is fine. I'm almost to that point. I can just figure out another way to make this work. Actually, that's not working. The fences are working. Grab. Well, I'm out. Yeah, fences are working. Let's do another fence pair. I can get it to angle just right. Actually, you know what? This might be the easiest way to just get it to angle correctly. May not be perfectly lined up, but it may work. Okay. Go. I need to go the other side. I think that will take care of it. Oh, yeah. All right, let's try again. At some point, I'll get there. We go, and it's not going up as high now. It looks like it's leveling off, but it's also still not placing. Come on. I'm gonna do it this way. That's got, I mean, that's like right there. You're telling me, yeah, that's not going to angle right? Don't think so. I'm gonna make it angle right. Man. Oh, I hear it. Got more. If I boil a CPU, I mean, probably not good for the CPU. You know, getting it wet. Oh, that's a good number of bots there. That's gonna be a good round. Still got stuff not getting picked up, but yeah, I think right now the state of this game, you've got to, it's not just the programming, it's just even placing stuff. You've got to get creative in how you put stuff down to get things to work a certain way. And I am going to get this. I'm going to get this because I know I can. I'm doing more than I was thinking I would get to a little while ago, so it's possible. That is an interesting idea. I did take that fence out, and the other part did not fall. So while it's not realistic, it is ignoring physics. Like that. It's kind of cheaty, but, you know, I'm making do with what I can. It's also not going to snap the same way, but if I do this, I might be able to use that as a bracing point. I just gotta get it where it sees See, that's going higher now. But I think it's the other piece right there. Oh, still not quite working, but floating platform for the win. Oh, come on. I got this a moment ago. Seriously. It's there. There's something there. Let it mount. You know what? All right, so angling is working if you force it to try and angle differently. What if... Wonder if I could just use more beams going across. You know, more of a... this type of thing. And customize a little bit more on the actual height of it, maybe. Of course, I think these actually do drop if you don't keep them supported. I want to say I think they do drop if that happens, but it worked. It's not pretty, but it worked. And that just shows how that's not quite lined up right, but I am on... Okay, now it's ignoring the snap. You know what? That's fine. I'll ignore snapping. What if, okay, I do this right here and force it to try to work over the incline. Yeah, it's not working, but it's moving in a better direction still. Look at that. Look. Okay, you know what? Okay, that won't place. And really, I don't need to go that high. I need to go up just a little bit, but it's not placing there. It's not accepting the boulder. I really don't want to do this, but if I have to, I'll try a... Oh, I got it! Okay, so you just gotta time it just right and get the right direction. Like, you're looking at it from the right angle, the right spot, and it will work. But yeah, you've just gotta be looking at exactly right. And I don't even have to have it snap at this point. You know what? It's all it's gotta do is be able to drop it onto the other conveyor belt. That's all this requires now, is that it can drop it down to a different conveyor belt. And I can actually angle this just how I want. All that struggle, and I might finally have it done. Or almost done. Well, it said almost. Okay, so now let's take that back out. And I can snap it to this one. Look at that. It looks horrible. But as long as, I'm assuming it should pretty much, I mean, there might be a case if something falls off here. That's a possibility. Is it could have something fall off. But, I mean, if I can get this to... I mean, it's weird. Sometimes it's like, oh, yeah, you can't do that. But then it's like, oh, that's perfectly fine. And see, now it's like, oh, yeah, you can't snap it there. But then you can. Very odd. Okay, maybe I can get this one to rotate a different way, just ever so slightly. Like, even that. Yeah. All right. It's ugly, but I'm hopeful this is going to work. Yeah. Very ugly. But it's going to work. I am trusting this is going to work. So we're going to throw that all the way down. And if it works right, I should see it start coming up here. If it doesn't, then I've got problems down lower, and that's an issue. Because that was happening earlier. What the? Alright, I'm checking this. No power. Why is that not providing power suddenly? You know what? This is why I'm going to link the power up differently later. So that solar panel just decided to not push any power for some reason. Alright, come on, go. Gets pulled. It goes up. Okay. Gotta hurry up here. Is it the same thing? Ah. Okay. So there's the problems. Again, power acting weird recently. I don't know if maybe it's something to do with how quickly I am adding stuff and making certain things happen. But yeah, it's... The power is getting really odd. Because stuff that should have more than enough power is acting like it doesn't have power at times. Alright, going. So I know it pulled there. I mean, in the end, I might have to replace all this with a buddy bot system, but I'm hoping that I don't have to. I'll just put that there. So yeah, so basically the solar power was like breaking for some reason. And that got stuck there. Oh wait, no, I have another one got stuck there. It's there. It's in there. It's just not coming all the way up. That's another problem with the vacuums, is they get stuck too at times where something can't go through for some reason. You saw how fast that went. Yeah, hopefully that will get more consistent in the future. But I really wanted to see if I could make this work. And now that's acting silly. I mean, that's lower than some of the other ones. Oh, there they go. I'm going as low as I can get with it. Does it go up? Goes through. All right, go, 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 go. I want to see this work. Ah. Turn on. Yeah. That's why you troubleshoot. You check everything. So except for the vacuums getting stuck because of consistency at times, this should push all the way up. There we go. All right. Oh. And that's about what I went through for that auto fuel setup there. In troubleshooting, just trying to get it to work. Any more? Is that all your buddies? All right. I'm going to call that done there. Let's get there. I'm gonna get that going. I want to see some power production or iron production. Actually, let me go ahead, turn on everything all the way. Again, everything I'm gonna have it stop at, you know, loss of power is gonna be my goal. Is when the power stops, everything turns off, and I'm gonna have it where if the power turns off, all the conveyors stop, everything, and then have it where I have a switch that can turn everything on or off from up above. All right, there it goes. So we should see it coming up. There it goes. Boop. Right, that. Very quick turnaround on that. That one's not playing nice. Did it go through after I dropped? No, it's completely stuck. Ah. Yeah, gotta get all of this tested out now. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be wasting time later. Try and get this to work. I know I am out of copper wire. Alright, saw that one go up. There you go, there you go, there you go. I'm hoping I am behind. And no, it did not go. Where did it go? Where is it? Stuck again in the vacuums. Oh, this is not fun. Okay. This is not working. All that trouble to get the conveyors to work, and now the problem is the vacuums. I'm not happy about that. I wonder... Stop that. I wonder if it's partly the fact that of the height level for it. This is easy to take out, so... And that... Well... Okay. Let's do this. Let's try... I'll do this. Oh, yeah, because it's not connecting to anything on that end. That's not working. All right, well, that's out. I could do it like... Actually, I wonder if I can do it this way. I can just convert this into the right spot, because it's a height aspect for each one. Man, this is way more frustration than I was expecting it to be. Let's go ahead and say that. I mean, with all my testing, I thought it was going to be a smoother process than this. Actually, I'm going to move that up ever so slightly. I got probably almost where it was before, but we'll try it. If it doesn't work, I am at that point of saying, tear it all out, put buddy bots in. If I have enough. I don't even know if I'm going to have enough. Rikoy, you're back. And Alyash, how's it going? Hey, thanks for joining in. Router, hello. I didn't even see if it went through. Did it go through? It went through, I think. It's not there. Not there. Where'd it go? Where is it? Where's my ore piece? It's not there. Okay, I threw it down, looked at the chat, where'd it go? That's off a little bit too. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, I missed it. I just didn't see it going up, but it actually worked that time. Oh, okay. That, I just saw that where it kind of dumps it and makes it roll a little bit. And then that dumped it the wrong way. Let's do that. Yeah, this is getting more and more to a point of just saying, use all the rest of my buddy bots, because I only have a few chassis left. But I'm getting close to that point. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do alternating if I can through some method. Have that on one cycle and that on a different one. And yeah, that whole waiting for it to stop rolling over is going to be a problem. Let's see if I can do this. Since this does rotate between surfaces, like that. So a barrier on that part. Assuming that's not like too far. All right. Test run. I moved my solar panel out of the way or to another spot. So let's do this. Test run. So if nothing else, I end up with power for both of these here, and they just turn themselves off automatically at sunset. And then you get that little bit stuck like that. And we're going to see what happens. Instead of conveyors, put in there a vacuum. I didn't try that. I did mess with the conveyors, but the main thing is I'm trying to get moved up this way. So you're saying just have a vacuum, and then the other vacuum, and then another vacuum. Which is fine if the vacuum actually pulls things through. But that's kind of where I'm running into issues is like that. It's just got stuck. So the conveyors are less of a problem right now than the vacuums are. Vacuums, you know, I've had them get completely stuck where they're not pushing anything through at all. And it just sits there, hanging there. And it worries me about nighttime with power cutting out. Okay, I know that's still in there. Swirling around, yeah. I guess I gotta wait now. It's the same thing as other cases. I gotta wait for something to bump it and get it back into the right path where the vacuum continues to push it through. We'll see how this works. All right, so that works as a good barrier. Honestly, the conveyors here, fine. This is a matter of, is this going to actually connect as like I want it to? And if it does, all I've got left to do is really adjust the conveyors a little bit more. I think it is taking them. So the only thing is the overflow aspect, and I can move the furnace with a lot less trouble. Yeah, I can move the furnace. I might build some kind of funnel thing with... Honestly, the beams seem to work better for that than the fencing. Build a little barrier set so it drops it in and holds more stuff inside the little area instead. And that means I can actually get that out of the way. Yeah, so... if that works, if it comes all the way up from down below, all I gotta do is add the production on the other side and that's it. And let's move all this copper that's been building up. Let's go put this away so I can have a nice, if I can walk up the stairs, a nice bit of copper storage. I'm going to keep that. So that will add a bunch on the hour. There, 500 copper ingots. And, oh, errant sand. Still having that weird issue with sand just randomly falling off. Do the same thing. I'll do some beams there as barriers. Let's grab fuel. I'm not going to fill that one up because that may get moved. But put that one, and we'll check the exhaust port. It's empty, so we'll fill it up. And there we go. Just more tweaking, and of course it's nighttime now. Yet another day gone by, but production going very nicely now. I will let that burn through that bit of fuel, and I'll adjust the furnace then at that point. Also, let's see, how am I doing? I'm almost out of copper there, so that's good. So it's a pain, and a lot of tweaking, a lot of trying to get stuff to work a certain way, and just readjusting and readjusting and readjusting, but it's working for now. And I know what's going to happen is as soon as I save and come back in later, it's going to be broken. I'll just put the short beam there to keep stuff from rolling out. That seems to be actually helping. I'm actually going to do another one right there because I don't trust the small bit of it right there. That little bit right there, I don't trust it. Yeah, that's working, and it'll stop at nighttime. That's gonna mess up some stuff, like that's gonna be the problem, the vacuum stopping and dropping stuff. So that may still be a buddy bot rework. We got a big guy coming. Yeah, it's again, I tested this and I knew there was gonna be problems with that. I did not expect the main problem to be getting the conveyors to angle correctly, but I knew that I couldn't get the conveyors to go the way I wanted right now, so I ended up having to do something like that. Now, if we get the option to control the angling of the conveyors in terms of height level, I could take all this out and just use conveyors with the turns, which the turn ones are kind of problematic too. But I could still do that and have it work at that point. Let me go ahead and turn this on, since my power is kind of goofy here right now. Got him coming, and we got another batch coming from in the distance. I'm just honestly letting these burn out before I remove them. Full and stopped, as it's supposed to be. And yeah, I'm going to redo this. I'm going to redo the whole thing at some point, where I set up something temporarily to kind of help defend. But I want to build this where it's a two sides, like a wall in the middle with maybe some windows, but I want to have it where I can walk up here, look in a window, go here, have a door to get in, and all the controls inside have this enclosed, other than having solar power being managed going through. And probably have the stairs be where I can come up from below with a little bit better visual look to it. But I did not want to worry about that yet because I got other stuff I wanted to get going. I've spent enough time on the defense mechanisms already. Worst case, it does work to a useful degree. Got all these parts. Okay. Oh, batteries. I have always had problems with batteries until I just started using this setup, and now I'm getting like way more batteries than I really need. All right, let's take a trip. Let's go to the other base because I know I'm gonna have a lot of stuff I know my fuel is out in the furnaces there. I can tell you that. I know I have no more fuel in the furnaces. And I bet some of my production stuff is like overflowing. Or, well, no, it should be stopped. I've had one overflow really badly. And I've already set them to all stop if the box is full. Or should stop if the box is full. Yeah, like that one is still pushing. How much? Wow. Yeah, it's going to take a little while for it to regenerate. Again, the value is 5% of the total capacity per day is what it regenerates at midnight. So basically 20 days for it to regenerate from empty. Except for lithium. Lithium is going to round down to 12 per day instead of 12.5. So it'll take a little extra time for that, but not a lot. This is stopped because he was out. No, he's not out. Why is he not doing anything? Okay, I'm not sure what's going on there. Why is he stopped? Or did maybe I stopped him. I don't remember now. I think this one, yeah, I had nothing there. I'll do that. And I'll do this because I want... this is all for fuel containers. That's all that's for. Probably need to turn this back on. And we'll just refill it. Just in case. No, I will be doing videos for Below Zero. I'm probably not going to do live streams for a while on that. It'll be going back to doing videos. And that will be once full release happens, I will start doing all the videos on that. And yeah, that's pretty much the plan there is to just go do videos. I'm going to do a vanilla series, which will be all about the gameplay rather than the worrying about doing mods like that, doing big bases, anything like that. I'm going to do gameplay focus, and then I'll go and do a modded series after that to focus on the actual mods that people are starting to develop and doing big bases. But first run will be vanilla, just get through the game. I'll use probably the snap to build mod just to make it easy to build. And that's full again, finally. That was down like 300 before. So yeah, I'll be doing like snap builder, just make it easy to build stuff because I like using that one. And then I'll probably use... Oh, there might be one more I use. I'm not 100% sure on it yet. And the actual name slips my mind right now. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Standalone furnace. But, of course, it did not work because I did not come here to refuel. But I've got stuff to make fuel. Let's make some fuel. Let's fill it up. So this can go as well. And, oh, yeah, it's back to full. And now that's back on. So all this is tied in, not there to there. Yeah. Fuel gets restored, it turns on. Fuel gets depleted, turns off. And whenever we can autofill with this guy, he will be set up to do that as long as there's fuel. So basically, keeps going as long as it's got fuel for smelting. Very simple setup on that. There is ways I could do like the same thing where I do... a counter that I have it set for like every 2, it smelts, and then once it's done smelting, turn the mining back on, and have it alternate to cut power and fuel usage. But it's just easier to let it go like that. I've got plenty of fuel. I've got auto fuel production, and okay, it's almost full. Yeah, so here's my big deposit, 1,600 and 2,800. I had not seen one with that much in it. So 1600, that's 80 regeneration points per day. And 2800 is going to regenerate 140 items a day at this location. So I can, with this, I can have a lot of production going. And that is going to be going back for more production with the furnace. I'm going to probably set a separate furnace up, honestly, for just stuff I bring back from here and have it going basically non-stop. That's probably going to be one I have all the time production. And let's see. Can I... Oh, he's stuck. They're stuck. That's some of the wandering ones. They're not attack waves. They're just the ones looking around. There we go. All right. I am going to utilize this as much as I can now for this. Let's let it keep going. That's a ton of copper. That's more than enough copper right there to keep this thing going for a while. And you see it's got a bunch already dumped in there. I'm going to let it finish. We'll replace this furnace somewhere else. And I'm thinking, yeah, I need another furnace now. I think that is going to be a necessity to have another one. I would pump in from another spot. And this may be the one I do there. So now that that's done, you saw all the trouble I went through with that. One thing I am also considering, and I don't have the fencing, is setting it up where I can have maybe just using the vacuums like you said, vacuum and vacuum and vacuum up into the second floor, the full second floor, by replacing one of the glass ones with a stair. So I can have it where the finished smelted bars get transported up here, and worst case, maybe using a buddy bot for this part, bring them up. I have that come up here, and basically it gets pushed in to a section that if later on we have a way to sort by items, or we have a way for these to do overflow, I can have it where all that gets brought up here into a massive storage area. I'm not jumping on that yet just because there's no way to sort the items at the moment. Maybe there will be, where there's an item detector where you can have it define a certain item and move it out. But until then, I'm not going to worry about that part. But that is something I'm hoping we'll see in the future. Get all this stuff moved. You know what? We'll take that. I'll go dump some of this in. How am I doing production? 0 right now because it's reset. We'll see how far it can be pushed on the next day when I have way more going into it. So that's working. Now, it lagged for a moment, so I didn't get the click. And too bad I can't target from here. You could technically control stuff all the way across the map if you are willing to drag, holding your finger down long enough to do that. And that was something I considered, maybe doing panels to actually list stuff from the other base here, so I can know how my production is going at the original base. But for now, I'm going to set these to turn on and off with this, because I want to turn it off from up here and just leave it off for a little bit. And so switch is on or switch is off. Simple, straightforward. If it's on, turn these on. If it's off, turn these off. And not that. We're going to set this. We're going to set text and color. And we're going to do 2 of those. And just got to link it here. And I could do this in the same panel, but this doesn't have an effect on production itself. So we're just going to do the same thing. On and off. And that's it. So if it's on, set the text, set the color. So on, production active. And we're going to go with green. You were being green about it, or it's just a go aspect. We'll go with go. Production stopped. And nice all caps, like that. So, yeah. Switch on, production active. Switch off, and of course they're running on solar, so if there's no power, doesn't make a difference. But if I have it on, it'll run as soon as it's got power. And so with that off, all I gotta do is wait for everything that was being pushed up here to come through. And that's where I've got to set everything else. Because see, like that fell. That fell. I need lights out here too. I think I'm going to do like I'm going to set this up where there's a delay to something. Maybe even set it where if at 5 p.m. it goes ahead and turns off for the day. Look at that. That got dropped. And these were already in transit from over here. So I've got to have a way for it to turn off and maybe give time. So maybe 5 o'clock, these shut off, and anything that has been produced gets pumped through. And all the production I did has already regenerated from those. Maybe not even worry about conveyors. I just have it where it turns off at 5 p.m. No more production at that point. That gives an hour in game for it to keep pushing forward. Hopefully that will be sufficient. And that's where I'm going to make some kind of barrel type flow setup so it won't overflow and fall out like that. Yeah. Well, thank you, Polly and Alyash, Fluence, everybody. Yeah, it's nice having, I mean, it'd be nice to have 300 people or 3,000 people or 30,000 people watching during the stream, but the chat would be so fast, I couldn't keep up with it. You know, the chat would be so fast, you couldn't keep up with most of it. It'd have to be one of those things, slow chat, you know, kind of thing. It's why Twitch has that, is for big streams where you get a ton of them, you know, going like that. And I never set that up. Oh, let's go ahead and set this up. So we'll do the same thing here. Simple, easy. Again, this has no effect on the actual production being done, so I am fine with splitting it off separately. But anything that's actually going to be integrating between two sides, I like to keep that all in one window. It just makes it easier to see the flow of everything and not jump between 4 different items to see how everything is set up. I did production active, right? I think that's what it was. And then production stopped in red. Yeah. So basically it'll control that one. This is going to control all of this. This is going to control all of that. And I might do another thing for the water production. I don't know. Because the oil is perfectly fine. Or I may use that other one for controlling production of, like, items with the auto crafter. So I had one group stuck. Now I got another group coming in. So we're going to have a nice flow of stuff. And it must be daytime enough for me to get power right now. Let's see how my count is going up on this. 445, 46, 47. You went through all the old videos? I am sorry. Yeah, that's the only reason I keep the old videos up, is just a reminder for me or anybody else that wants to see it. You know, there's some creators that take all their old stuff down because they're like, oh, well, it's not getting views, so it's going to bring the channel down. No, YouTube's already proven that's not how they do it, or stated that's not how they do it. You got YouTube creators that are going to take their old stuff down because they're like, well, it doesn't represent me now. But no, it represents where you came from. You know, you look at, even Jacksepticeye has some of his old stuff on there, and if you look at that, I mean, you can see how much he has grown in his production, how much he's changed over the years, you know, just with everything. So it's good to keep it up, and that's why I keep it up. So it's like, well, yeah, look at my first videos. You know, awful and compared to what I am doing now. I think every YouTuber should think of it like that. Like, keep your old stuff. Unless you're teaching something and it's completely out of date, completely wrong, and there's no value in it, then keep it up there. I'm doing fine on everything. Yeah, I got plenty of stuff. Plenty for that to be busy with. And, oh, one piece of ore got through, which, you know, I'm expecting something like that to kind of happen here and there. But yes. With this, basically, I could go and say, all right, you know what? Time to turn production on. I turn it on. Everything should be active. There it goes. Look, we already got something coming across because it's got power. Let it run. I just gotta set it up where maybe it times it out at 5 p.m. every day so that it goes. And then once I get all the power set up right, I can have it where these, regardless, have the backup power maybe turn on for an hour after 6. So it'll keep power going for everything. There's just so many different ways you could approach stuff. That's one reason I'm digging this so much, is you come up with so many different ways to do the same thing, and so many different ways to tweak the same thing and have it do things a certain way. Ah, there's that piece of ore. I knew there should be an equal number. Ooh, perfect. And throw some copper in. I got a couple there just stuck in there. That's why if the conveyors would allow for me to adjust them easily enough, it absolutely would be no need for vacuums here, because the conveyors would be good enough. I'm just going to let that go until it is completely full. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off so it has time for everything to cycle up. So those are done. Conveyors are still going. Vacuums are still going. And I haven't even done anything with that copper because I've got so much copper from the from that location. Which again is the largest deposit I've seen yet, is that boulder with 2,800 copper in one spot. And there's that problem. Some stuff's just going to keep getting stuck at times. Let's try a fix for that part. Because, I mean, I've got plenty of supplies. And they're, you know, they're being taken care of over there. What? Ooh. And think about it like that. We do it like this. An angle. That's gotta be a big guy for it to be going that rapidly. Yeah, that's a big guy. I can hear the repeat hits. And there's some small ones over there. I'm just gonna shoot you. And a free-range steel bar. I mean, this looks ugly. I'm gonna say that. I'm not gonna lie. It looks ugly, but it's worked. Make sure I don't have any more loose pieces stuck somewhere. As the one concern with this, with the vacuums, is stuff getting just stuck in place. I'm hoping we'll see that in a soon update, that we can control the conveyors a little bit better. This is not going. Let's just do test from this side. And just, yeah, that's good enough. That's a bunch of that going up. I see one already kind of sticking there. Yeah, it's one of those cases where you just gotta get it to get hit by another piece going through. I'm sure this is not helping any performance in terms of frames. Yeah. My creations are awesome. Which ones? These? Other games? What? All right, we're gonna do this. And there, done. So these are fully restored. You know what? Let's what I've been doing is I actually have been rotating these, where I'll let one go for a little bit, but I don't want to do that now. I want to do, we're gonna do this. We're gonna set it and greater than or equal to 36, because 36 will mean 3 days for it to regenerate. And basically it's going to turn it off, and when it turns it off, it's going to do this thing. Only because I wanted to have it be a good number of repetitions so I would hear it. So yeah, all right, I am going to, so basically on mine event, add a number. It starts at 0, and then it sets the number to that new number, the combine. And when it hits greater than or equal to 36, meaning it's done 36 total, it's going to stop. Actually, that should. Oh yeah, if true. If true, we need to actually reset the number as well. Yeah, so if true, we're going to execute. Well, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll just go here and set the new number to 0. That's it. So what time is it? Oh yeah, it's early. Let's get this one going. I want to test this out. So it's going to mine 36. We'll hit the alarm. It's going to set the number back to 0, and it should... Oh, actually, I need to turn that off, too, at that point. Right? Auto miner. Yeah, auto miner will turn off once it hits 36. And it did count a mining attempt right there. And you see, this is what I don't like, is the little edges right there. It'll eventually push through. So here we go. We're going to get... 224 is going to be the source left, and that means in 3 days it'll regenerate completely, or 3 times that it goes to midnight it will regenerate completely, and I'll start getting some lithium again. And so if that works, I just gotta figure out a way to make it alternate ABC and I could technically have it do 36 every day, but it'd be like 36 for A, 36 for B the second day, 36 for C the third day, and at that point, A is back to 100%, and it goes back to doing this one. And that's kind of my idea, is I want to have these rotate where I can set maybe more controls on the other one to have it alternate between iron and copper in production once everything is optimized over at the new area. Yes, there we go. And I know I said it earlier, they keep sneaking in. I need barricades. Well, we'll do one more. I need to make sure this is completely blocked off. I don't want them coming in at all. But I want to be able to get in on my own without having to like mess something completely up. Oh, little lag there. Messed that up. That's not placing quite like I want, but that will work too. Yeah, not that. We're gonna do. I just feel like that gap would have let them get in. All right, that's not gonna work. So leave it like that. See if they'll actually come in. And then with this, what I'll do is I'll put like a tower on each end as like a defensive thing that will hopefully be powered all the time as a defense for anything just kind of going past and not worry about the drops from those. Let's see how that's going. That's done, I guess. Yeah, look at that. I'm assuming it's done. So yeah, the transport mechanisms there, I gotta refine the power a bit. And I'm not 100% how I'm going to do that. But I'm going to refine the power. We'll have lights on the whole thing so it lights up, looks nice. And then it's a matter of control and combining a tracker like this, like here, 73 items, you know, it shows the number. I want to combine that for the production rate below to tell it to turn off to allow for proper regeneration time as well. 462 items at the wall. 13, you know what, actually, we're going to do this again. For anybody who's missed, 13 fuel in stock. I hit the button, turns him on. He goes over there, starts getting fuel. At 6 a.m., it's going to trigger a new start. It's going to go and automatically fill up the storage box over there until full. Stop producing again. And I've got it. Basically, all I have to worry about is putting supplies over there. Bye, Rikoy. You're having to leave again. Thanks for hanging out. And this is almost done. We're almost to... Well, I can't see the number from here. But we're at 18 of 36. Yeah, so 18. No, there's one. I can hear it. That's the only problem. They go over there instead of, like, funneling it where I really want them to go. And then you get a little bit of the big guys that get stuck. And they don't get picked up on the vacuums. Look at that. All that just got missed by the vacuums. I need a... We'll have to have a vacuum set up at the front of it too, I guess. Have like 3 across the front that funnel up into everything as well. That. Good supplies. There's too many circuit boards. Way too many circuit boards. And errant ones are like fire. How's it? It's 3 in the afternoon. Why is there insufficient power? That's the problem I'm having. Somewhere something is crossed the wrong way. Because that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 500 power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 350 power being drained. And then none of this is getting power because this is cut off. So if that's cut off, then why are these? Maybe that's what it is. That's what it is. I missed it. I took that out to try and go through that, and I forgot about the switch turning on and off. So there we go. All right, that's going to fix that part. Hopefully we'll fix the whatever part with the power at not. And there he goes. Going to pick up more fuel until this is filled up enough. Let's see how much. I've got 2 more buddy bot small or chassis there. I got 3 there. I don't have a lot of buddy bots left. But once that's done, I'm going to redo this. And let's see where we're at. Well, we're at 3 hours, 16 minutes. We usually go 3 hours, so we'll bring Timmy back out for a moment. Timmy! Timmy? Here. Got this? No? He's like, no. He shook his head with no. Yes, I would. He didn't want me to hand it to him. What? Alright, I'm gonna put it here. You're gonna have to eat it off of that. Eat it off of your little treat. So, there you go. Yeah. 89 items produced on the one side. That's 89, 90 items now produced on the one furnace. And then I have 29 on the other one for the lithium and the sand. And oh, we are about to hit the count. I'm at 32, going for 36. So this is going to hit 36 and cut off. And I did this, I started it a little late in the day. It was 11 a.m. I get around the door. And it's about to hit 6 p.m. So in a single day cycle, that's the other thing I want to know is how much can actually be produced in a single day cycle from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. If it starts right away, I want to know how much it will produce. And is it going to be consistent between different locations? I'm going to set up a counter for that between one of these and the iron spot because I want to see if the size makes a difference. Size, total capacity makes an effect, of course, on how much you get every night when it regenerates. There we go. So that was exactly 32 or 36, which means if it waits 3 days now, meaning this midnight, another midnight, and another midnight, it will be completely restored back to 250. So now if I had a way to set it up so I say at midnight, trigger a count of 1, 2, 3, then on day 4 it resets back, or at 3 it resets back to 0, then starts pumping again at daybreak, I basically can automate these and I just have to, instead of rotating ABC, I just start them at different times. So I start one on this day, the next day I make it a point to start that one. And the third day I start that one, and they would basically manage the rotation correctly from that standpoint. That means every day I only get 36 lithium but at no point do I have to worry about running out of lithium because it'll always regenerate by the time that one starts again. And if I know how much I can produce per day, I know how how many mining ones I could put on a single spot. So that's gonna be the next one. New creature? No, he got it's not new creature pellet. It's an older creature pellet, but he hasn't had it. He hasn't been eating it. It's apple and pumpkin, and he doesn't always eat them. He's weird about that. Yeah, I've seen the little bots occasionally wandering around here, but they don't wander by here that often. I also just don't see them that often, period. Sometimes I'll see them kind of get stuck, but that's not one of them. I'm going to go... So 95 items produced on that set with a little help. I did kind of leave it going. I didn't, like, just shut it off completely, you know, for both sides. So that was... I did let that go a little bit. Wait, let's go look. Maybe I'll see a small robot on my trip. Maybe not. Yeah, I got fuel. I get over there. Definitely say the fuel engine is the better option with the car, just because I could produce so much fuel so easily. And I'm thinking there's got to be a supersized 2800 count iron spot somewhere. I just have not found it yet. What is this? 16? I'm wondering if that's actually all one deposit or if it counts as separate ones. There's a little bit down there, but probably I don't remember it being that big. I'm sure the other large one is probably right next to one of the Odyssey buildings where the bots come from. I have just completely, like, abandoned this place right here. And this should be going pretty much until either power runs out or fuel runs out. And I'm gonna go ahead and refill it a little bit. That's why I like the automation part. You can program so much stuff and just leave it going. Look at that. This was 0 when I came here earlier, and all that time I spent, I've got over 100 empty liquid containers I can now take and dump, you know, over there for production. I've got... That's almost out now. I bet I've got some more iron waiting somewhere over here. And yeah, again, as far as I have seen, there's no limit to how far you can do a connection between point A, point B on the programming tool. So I could technically set controls and monitoring screens for everything over here and be able to see how much I'm producing per day over here. I just don't want to have to walk over here, do this, and walk all the way over there to connect it up and end up running into an attack on the way. All right, nothing there. We're gonna go a couple more minutes because yeah, we're coming up on 3.5 hours. I'm gonna go a few more minutes. I want to see if I can find a little baby bot. I see an attack group coming. If I can find another baby bot, we'll have another chassis. I just don't see them very often at all anymore. Almost like I got enough, and it's like, oh, you've got this many bots and chassis waiting to be made. You don't need any more. Almost like it's keeping tabs on me for that amount. I'm sure one of these spots over here is probably a big production thing. Oh, also, there's a bot over there. Now, let me point out, I did come over here searching for stuff. 1600, so that's another good iron spot. That's down. I don't remember coming here and harvesting that much over here. I did come over here, and there they are. there's a set of them. I think they're the random roaming ones that just keep getting stuck over here. And I don't know why they would be trying to go that way. But they're over here and they get stuck. And yeah. Also, there is up there on this end of the lighthouse, somebody has couches set up with a Tesla up there. So if you were looking to get a Tesla without having to make one, there is a Tesla up there around the backside. Now, I don't know why he's there, but, you know, somebody set it up like they were going to watch a show or something, and it's there. So if you need a free Tesla coil for defense, that's where you got to go. 1,200. You know, the other boulder has like a big deposit. 1,200. There's a lot of 1,200, but I'm not seeing a 2,800. Oh, now they come after me. Now they got free. I got them unstuck. Or maybe that's an attack group. Let's look and see if that's an attack group. That came from here. Nope, that's them. As the guys that got stuck there is one coming out to go scouting. See if I can go out this way. Nope. Or, wait. Maybe. Nope. But you know what? I bet that's the 2,800 one right here. It's copper. No, 1,200 copper. I love how I get stuck on little bushes. Like, doing this. Yeah, there's supposed to be a bigger map expansion coming in the future. Just not here yet. And we'll have all this area back there to go through as well. So that's going to be nice. I don't know when that might come. I'm hoping that some of the other stuff will get fixed first. I mean, bigger map, great, but fundamental stuff like the programming, the conveyor belts, things like that would be nice to see completed before that. I think he's stuck. What if I just drive around, drawing their attention? Like, there's an attack group. If I just drive around, keep drawing their attention, let them chase me. And then... Yes! Nailed it. Oh, we need... Yeah, besides the conveyor belts, we need a way to control angle of some stuff. Like, you know, or we need... or I said we need garage doors. We need moving garage doors. We got the garage door frame. We don't have the moving garage door. But if we could have something like that, or we could build a ramp using it, I'd make me a big ramp and just go flying off of it. Let's see. 1,600. This might be one I looked at already. Use this off of a ramp and do just a big epic jump. I'll go through here. If you want a good spot for defense, I guess, for enclosed area, I think this will work. I haven't seen any bots fall off of the cliff trying to get down. They seem to try and avoid that and come through a normal pathway. So you could technically fill in both sides and control that whole tunnel there, but there's no resources in there, so you need to pipe stuff in from another location. I like this spot up here because of proximity to lithium and then the other good spots. And now I get over here. Yep. And let's see, where are they at? They were over there. I saw it. Oh, they're going over this way. Well, I need to also get this side built for defenses. It might be the next big project. Because then they like to try and climb up on top too. There we go. Vernon, thanks for subscribing. If you're with us, and Phantom MQ, thanks for subscribing if you're with us. Yeah, see, he got over it. That's why I don't like the bots, the crusher, and like flipping them out like that. That doesn't work quite so well. Yeah, see, they get up there, they try to get over the wall. It doesn't help. It's kind of awkward to place in conjunction with your tunnel aspect. I need a... You know what? I'll do this. Just so I don't kill myself by accident, because I know I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a switch right here. I'm connected to that. And compactor trap. We want not on and off. We want laser detect on and off specifically for that. So if it's on, if it's off, done. We're going to take that out, and then I'm going to take this out. Well, yeah. I can come in here, and I'm not getting crushed accidentally trying to get this stuff, and I don't have to wiggle around weirdly. That was a good number right there. I mean, I was not as quick and easy with the vacuum setup, but it is a good amount. That's a good bit of supplies. Odyssey Joe. I don't know. I like to know the whole reasoning behind the Joe name for it. I get Odyssey, it's on the buildings, but what's the Joe? That's just the name. You know, just Joe is an acronym for something. I don't see that being mentioned anywhere so far. Oh yeah. So this is ready. That was my project today, is getting this done. This works with this minor issues. And now I have that working where I just basically, yeah, this was 214 after the harvest cycle of 36. It's now to 226, which means at the next midnight point, it's going to go up another 12, so 238, and then it'll be back to 250. So if I set it up the right way, it just, you know, counts 3 nights and then goes. So 2 counters on each one, and I can basically, or actually 1 counter, I could probably do it 2 ways. I could have the counter count for the day of production and then reset to 0 and at midnight increment as well, because they'll all finish in 1 day. That could be more efficient. That's filled back up. Yeah. So all this room, and I'm not even going to really use that much right now. It's still a lot of toying with this kind of thing. All right, Timmy. It is time to say farewell. We went 3.5 hours. We're going to chat for a minute, but yeah. It's time to say your goodbyes. Until the next time. Oh, yeah. That's Mechanica, yet again. If it's one you hadn't seen, it definitely is, I'm going to say, not for the normal survival and building player. There's a lot of complication to it. A big learning curve. I would say, honestly, yeah, there's a learning curve to like Satisfactory in terms of figuring out how to get all the production set up right. But I say there's a bigger learning curve to this right now, because if you don't know programming, elements, like if this, then, you know, if this else loops, like that, you know, like how to do loops and everything. You're gonna be having to kind of get familiar with those types of concepts in this game, and you're not seeing that as much in like Satisfactory. Satisfactory, better graphics, but you're really in Satisfactory, you gotta do a lot for production on that. You have to kind of scale your production in that method, and this game you don't. You can keep it simple, or you can go overly complicated like I'm doing right now. Yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Felonius. Yeah, Discord's it's like a chat and like voice chat type of thing that became originally for like gamers, kind of like Mumble. You just host servers. It's kind of a thing. There's more stuff now. YouTube memberships even integrate with it. But you know, it's just a Discord's just a chat thing. You're welcome, Ayash. I'm glad you joined in, and I'm glad we got that worked out. I'm going to keep toying with stuff, and who knows, with a future update, I might end up ditching it to go all vacuums. I might go all buddy bots. I might have just all conveyor belts because we get conveyor options on that. You're welcome, Jennifer, too. Thanks for joining in. Timmy, I didn't say time go yet. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Don't give me that look. No. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, got you. I got you. You're not getting away from the camera. You gotta say goodbye. Gotta say goodbye. Or look at yourself on the screen. Yeah. Okay. He's like, whatever. He's just ready to go. You gotta go pee? You gotta go pee? You didn't say anything. Just shake. Go pee? You gotta go pee? Go inside? Outside? Don't just look at me. Say something. They gotta hear you. They don't believe you. Alright. Well, he's laying down. He's just like waiting on me. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining in. It's been fun. I'm sure be playing on this later tonight again, because I'm gonna keep tweaking that new setup and try to get some more stuff going. But yeah, that's it. So we'll do this again. You know, normal stream and video schedule this week. More Valheim. I'm starting to get things going for the Subnautica Below Zero stuff in preparation for full release, but we'll be waiting for full release to do a new gameplay series on it. But I'm going to start doing some of the basic tip stuff now to try to get some of the guide stuff out of what I don't think will change too heavily by full release. We did have some stuff tweaked with Subnautica's full release that threw off some of the videos, so I'm going to wait for some of that to get done, but I'll be doing that this week. And of course, big production stuff with the FCS mods, so we got more of that to come. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and we'll do it again next time. But you have a good weekend, good week, and we'll see you in the next stream.